Hello, everybody. Opie Bubble here again. Let me fix my mic here a little bit. All right, so I have been busy since my last recording. I think the last one was working on the station, possibly, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, who knows. But so let's see, let's look at the map here where I have gotten since working on the station. I've been working on building the backbone of the rail system. Oh, it's nighttime. Hold on. Let's jump into a sleeping bag here. Make sure that we can actually see the map and not get attacked by that spider crawling around on the ground. All right, let's have a look at the map. See here. All right, there we go. Oh, there's a zombie. Oh, dead. All right, so here's back over at the base and the station we were working on here. And so I don't know if I showed you guys. Yeah, we showed you the bridge heading up here to Digger's house. We put in an interchange here, which is going to be today's project, is putting in another interchange. So we went down this way and hooked right down here at the volcano, or left, sorry, down here at the volcano. Then we went across, up a little bit, got another interchange right here that goes over, down, and over to the cobble gen. And then we headed north as we're coming up the other side of the lake here, past that meteorite, and this is covered in snow. And then we're right there where the little blue guy is. We're going to be putting another interchange in here over where that spider's looking, is where the interchange is going to go. A little bit of a different design than my other ones, but I will be doing showing both. So this interchange is going to be to go into the water and then down underground. We're going to have a little bit of a, maybe eventually an underwater base over here, and then to go to this island right here, which is going to house our big reactors. Yeah, so it's got a nice crater here, and it's actually got a nice view out into the water from where I've excavated where the reactors are going. So that's been most of my project, is excavating underneath this mountain bit here with that crater. So let's put away our sleeping bag here. And what's that lovely F5 key? There we go. So I got, of course, a little lovely blimp here. And we're in a plain or ice plains spikes biome. Kind of nice looking, especially when dusk and twilight are around. So I come over through that mountain, come on down here, and this is where the interchange is going to take place. So the first two we got here are our switches off the main line. So we're going to need some obsidian here to put these switches. And we're going to name this Central, I think is going to be the plan. Because what I'm wanting to do with this line is actually going to go underwater. We're going to have an underwater base, and then it's going to come back up, or actually maybe just stick underwater and go underneath and then tunnel along, and then eventually come up here and go through this plains area and come up and rejoin the main line, which is continuing around the lake. Not quite sure what we'll do with that part, but this is going to be what's going to be called our central line. This one down, this interchange here goes to our southwest line, because it's south side of the west part of the loop. There'll be a normal west line and then a northwest line somewhere up here. But those are going to be future projects, as we come up with places to have mines for precious metals. Give it a little bit of a spread out sort of world All right, but besides that, that's our planning for future railroad. But let's get on with doing our interchange here. So we're going to have two routing switches, or routing motors, sorry. These are the switches, herp to der. And we're going to put here for the book, I'm going to need two of them, one for each. Move over. Sorry, I've been hit by a few too many trains, so I always want to move. All right, so we're going to do dest, all right, and then we're going to put a question mark because we're going to use the search string function. We went over that a little bit, I think. I'm over at this train station. So we're going to put period and star. This is basically our any wildcard. So wildcard be, any text. I mean, absolutely anything. It could be Jamaican New Year. And then as long as we have this text, which is going to be central. No, we don't want to name it central because if we have a central station somewhere, we don't want it to be central. We'll go middle or mid because it's going to be going through the middle of our loop here. So as long as we don't have anything else named mid, we're A-okay. So we're going to have wildcard, mid, and then anything else. So it could be great loop counterclockwise, midline essentially is what this means, and then slash, Banana Republic or wherever you want to go. Apparently Jamaica's on my mind tonight. Springtime's showing up in Anchorage, Alaska, and I'm thinking about going to Jamaica apparently. All right, so we've put that book in both of our routing switches. So now these two lines are active for pulling a train off the main line to go to the underwater base and our reactor. Let's grab my hammer here. And we're going to do this section of the line first, and we're going to bring this line down and around and join them up to meet. We want to try and aim for over there, I think, right? Because, yeah, we're in the same chunk here, and we want to get over to, these lines look funny. Okay, we want to get over into that chunk over there, these two, somehow. If we bring that around, connect, and drop down, that should be probably a better way. I hate walking on ice, it's so slow. Need more snow around here. Yeah, we'll join them there and we'll bring them down here and then turn them that way to go down. Because we're going to drop down to that level and bring a tunnel underwater. I think is going to be the, gosh darn it. Whatever. Well, that's a long way around. Forget that. All right. I probably should go back to my base and fix that so I can jump higher again, but oh well. We will just live with being short-legged. Hey, we're actually gonna, let's get rid of that. But I want those. All right, that just makes it a quicker way. All right, so we're gonna bring this down right here. And where's this at? This is at 67. We want to get to 63, let's say 65. 65's there. So yeah, we want to get to 65 here. All right, bring this track down. All right, we're at 60. I need to go this way. Check the sun. Sun's almost setting. Ah, can only sleep at night. I always hate that. It's like, it's just set faster, son, for once. Be slow all the other times, but when I'm ready for you to set, just set quicker so I can get it over and done with. Yay, beautiful sunset. Da 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 da. Come on. Aha, there we go. All right, so that's that. So we'll go, we're just gonna go one more. Let's get our height drop out of the way here. And I'm gonna go one more and then do a hard turn here. That's a strange hole. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna bring this rail down now along. So this one will have to we'll go like that. All right, I guess, I don't know. I'm kind of doing this one. This is the first time I've actually done this design. Since it's kind of a floating location here, I decided to go with it instead of my usual design. So we're figuring out how well it works together here. I mean, ultimately, as long as it gets the job done, that's the point. But as far as getting everything into the right place, that's going to be the hardest part. To run over here again. All right, forget that. Actually, we're going to go with this design instead. And that means, so we're going to make it kind of structurally sound here, making it thicker along the bottoms. Yeah, see, I can't do it that way. Well, I can, I just don't want to because that's too close. I would like trying to keep these at least a meter side buffer on these. So that means in this case, I can't do it that way. So this is going to be normal. This is going to be... Oh, see, I'm goofing it again. Yeah, And this is where that goes. Track here. All right, see, that's a little better. Gonna need that block, and so here we go, boom, boom, boom. And again, same thing here for this other side. And we'll lay the track up the center. So bang. Yeah, light these corners and whatnot. Don't want any mobs sneaking up on us too often. Bound to happen though, sadly. All right, so that's that. We're going to loop this for now, since it's going to be the end of the track for a while, until I continue it around and blah, 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 wherever I end up taking it. Nope, don't want to fall in there. All right. So here we're going to have the other track coming in. So I've got this here. I'm going to have a switch there, like so. Or we don't want it, we want it this way, because the trains are going in, out, well, inbound to the reactors, how we're going to label this for now. Need more stone here. All right, so this isn't the prettiest right now, obviously, just by looking at it. I've got no supports underwater or anything like that, but there is the line. Plop that right there, and should be good for most of the lighting for now. Sorry, I've been getting really quiet, haven't I? So that is the first section, and that is the disconnect from the main loop, or the switch off, or I don't know the technical term. But we'll fix all that to make it look nice later, but the basics are there. Now, the next portion we have to do is actually the inbound onto the Great Loop. So here we have so this is going to come around here and out to sea. I believe that's the right chunk, right? Yep, intersects there with this, right? I'm miscounting here. Yeah, intersects there with a switch off into where the reactor is. So perfect. Now we have the line coming from the reactor. And now we need to get it hooked into the loop. Now, the first is going to be the easiest. We need to, if I'm thinking this correctly, which who knows if I actually am, is, do we just want to bring it down, or do we want to take this thing out? I think the best bet is going to be to take this thing out. There's no easy way to do it. All right, well, that'll just have to do for now. All right, so we need to build this out because this is going to be where the switches come in. So. And of course, sleeping bag time. Yes, I want to sleep on that, and I know it's nighttime. The sun is setting. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, torch, and lag, and shouldn't need another torch. So for this, we are going to come right up the slope here. Because honestly, we want to rip up this because we're going to, since we know where we're going with this, we're going to give us a little extra room here. We got this chunk right here. All right, and we need to do all of this so we can make sure we're torching it off properly. All right, so that should be torched enough. Well, here. While we're here, we'll just get this done. All right, so we're gonna go bam, bam. We're actually gonna break these because we're gonna want control tracks to make sure it's got enough force in case it stops on the hill to get all the way up and past the switch. And they're going to give us a wee bit more distance here for the and now we're going to try and bring in the line here. So we need 2 switches. That is clockwise around the loop, right? Yep, clockwise. which is correct. And then this one is going to be our counterclockwise. So pointing that way. So there's that. So we're almost done here. And then we get on to our switching, which we've already done half of it. So the next part is actually relatively simple switching-wise. And then it's just signaling. So it's really not that complicated here. Just have to break this huge monstrosity here. I do like the look of these ice pillars, but I wish that, you know, they would break with a hammer or something. But I guess we live with what we got. All right, so we're going to count here because we're going to have holding tracks, obviously, so we don't have colliding trains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be our number 8, and which means we want obsidian, we want a receiver box, and we want a lockdown track. Bingo, there we go. And then there's the receiver box. So now we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8th is going to be there. We want our 3 items again. So we're going to place that, that, and that. So we got our receiving and our holdings, so we don't have colliding trains. So now our next duty is going to be, we're going to put a switch down over there to shunt the train to go the counterclockwise loop. So we're going to get our track here and our stone brick. And we want to get down to 64 this time. 64, yeah. And we're going to come out underneath. Well, actually, we want to get down to, we're going to go all the way down to this water level here. We'll break all this ice. See, this ice breaks with the hammer. And then starts freezing up again. But that is easy enough to deal with. Bang, bang. All right, so that's well, actually, where do I want to do it? All right, that's 64 right there. Is that the right hit? That gets me there. I need 63, so I can loop back around, don't I? All right, so we're going to all right, so we're going to loop down. We're going to have back under here where we want to be, and we're going to break that, and we're going to break all these. Ah, come on, hammer. Alright, we're almost there. Obviously, we're going to have to do a lot of cleanup to make this look presentable and sort of botched like it is. But slowly getting there. But so at least we can get the basic functionality down. The design and the principles between doing a junction like this, or interchange as well. I guess interchange is more of a road name than a rail name, but all right, so bang, ba-dang, ba-dang. All right. So we got an up there, and up there, and there, and there. And there we go. So there is the rail line, well, except for over here. We're forgetting this section, aren't you, Matt? All right, so now we go here, and this is where we're going to have our switch. So we got another locking, obsidian, and this is going to be a routing switch instead. Actually, I don't want the locking. Oh, well, that we could put back. I got an extra one in the system. Who cares? All right. So this is going to be our switch. So now this is going to do is we already know any train that comes up here is going to go on the clockwise loop, so GL-CW. So this does not need a switch. What we need is the switch for is counterclockwise, so great loop -CC for counterclockwise. So we need a book here, and we're going to go ahead and edit, and we're going to do dest. We're going to do a normal one because we are not using any search function, because the default settings for dest is it's a wildcard following. Well, not a true wildcard. It's more of a GL-CC counterclockwise / and then would be the wildcard. You know, the previous way we did the other books up there. So we're going to go great loop - counterclockwise, and that's that. That is done. We toss that into the routing switch. We right click. Yeah, see, it's functional. Let's double check these ones up here. If they have any sort of error, oh, see, a blank table. How did I goof that one up? And I goofed that one up too. Did I not hit? I did not hit done. So we're gonna check these again. I should have checked these before, but so dest here with the question mark and equals wildcard. Boom. We're doing /mid for the middle cross section, or we could do cross. Let's go cross. I think that actually works better than the mid. Crossing line, and then we're going to close that as our specific, and then with another wildcard at the end. We're done. We're opened it. They're still there. All right. We're checking the switches. They check out. No logic errors or syntax errors. They won't check logic. They only check syntax. That you have the basic writing down. You know, like using the proper dest equals thing. I'm going to connect these together. I'm just going to make it one giant platform here. Torch off the rest of this little island. You know, because why not? And all right. Excuse me. All right, so that's done. All right, so the last thing we're going to have to do here is the signaling. So let's make sure we got enough stone bricks here. Let's throw the engineering pants back in there, since I'm not in need of those. And we're going to need some wood posts and 4 blank signals. All right, so what we're going to do here is we are going to build Nope, I did it way too close. So let's redo this, sorry. All right, so really I want this here. If I can walk. Nope, not here. I can't have it there. You know what? I'm just gonna put it right where I had it before and stop dilly-dallying. It's gonna go there, and we're just gonna extend that out so we have the proper distance for the holding signal, or the holding for any line trains. 1, 2, and we want a 3 tall. We're going to start going across here, and this signal, it doesn't matter which way the signal faces as long as it's above this track. I like it so that way if I'm on a train coming this way, I can actually see that it's a red signal or whatnot. You know, same with this one. It doesn't have to be facing this way. You could have it face whatever direction. Doesn't really matter. That's gonna go there. Da, da, da. That works. Yeah, that'll work. And we go like that. So, badam. So we have the signals on this section of track. We'll come up here and we will do the... Really, we don't actually have to have it come all the way up here because these are offline. This is where the trains come off the track. But we'll count here. So if we did it here, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would actually be our holding track. We want the holding track here. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I messed up counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, top's 4, 5, 6, 7. So that so that would put it here, which that's in the wrong spot. Oh well, you know what? Forget it. We're just not going to do it that way. We will just have it come all the way over here. We'll do a huge, really wide one or something, but I'll deal with that later. See, this is some of the fun planning that I do when I'm thinking up these rail lines. I mean, really, I could do this entire section all the way down, and I might just do that. That might make everything a whole lot simpler if I did it here, but we'll test that really quick. We're going to put one here. We're going to sleep, so it's daytime. Toss that back. We're going to grab the signal tool, and we're going to survey this. And find that, yes, it works perfectly. We're at block 67 here. We're at block 65 here, so that's 2 above where that signal is. So if we put a cart right here, do I have a cart on me? I do. So we're going to test it. We're going to put a cart there. And let's look at that signal. It's still green. So perfect. That means is that if there's a train loops underneath here, it won't accidentally trigger the signals up there, because really they do a square. So when you do the 2 points like that, it looks at that point, at the track point there, which would be, you know, that XYZ up there, and then makes a square to the next signal location on the track up here. Makes a giant box. So like if I had a cart on a piece of track within that box, even if it wasn't this line, it would trigger the signals. So what this means here is that we can put the signal up here, like a couple barbarians. Oh, always take forever to break with a pick. I'm already halfway there though. Come on. Nope, not gonna try and wait. There we go. So this means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means we're gonna put our locking right there. We're gonna bring this across, and again, it's gonna face here so we can see why are we locked. Well, yeah, we can still see it. We're gonna put our next signal here above this track, and actually that works. I didn't know those could. Oh yeah, they do connect. I ran across it over there. All right, that works perfectly. So we're going to reconnect this to this puppy over here, this one there, to that one right there. All right, so we got those. Now we're going to need to link this signal tuner. So we need the signal tuner puppy here. Going to link this block signal with this receiver right here. So now, because it's green, trains can keep on going through and up the hill. Now this, we need to, we're going to need to dig a little bit. We need my other shovel. Where's my other shovel? Bingo. All right, so blasted ice. Okay. Now I need track. All right, so we've got 1, 2, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bingo. 8, 9, 10. So that's where we're gonna do our loop-de-loo. And we're gonna place a torch there and there. That's a little close, but oh well, who cares? We're gonna get rid of that. And so we're gonna go. So we got our obsidian, our signal receiver. I told you why, guys, I do obsidian. It's that way if there's ever like an explosion, creeper, or whatever, all I have to do is relay the track. I don't have to worry about redoing my signal receiver boxes or, you know, retying them in. Makes it, you know, one less step I have to fix if something goes wrong. All right, there's the receiver. So this train will keep on going through. I don't know if I linked that one up there, but so this signal block here will go to this receiver here. So trains can loop on through, which here we're going to do this. So we're good there. And then the last receiver box that we have to do is up here. Jumpity, 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 jump, which we still need to put in. I'm not even going to worry about that one until later. So another obsidian, our holding track, and our receiver box. And we will pull this signal and put it there. So the receiver, the signal block signals, or the block surveyor blocks as well. There's one of those that does the same function but without the light. So they can only link to one receiver box, just kind of like I was talking about when we were doing the station. So that one's linked to that one down there is linked to that one there, that to that, and that one to that one. But so that's everything. That is our junction, or interchange, or whatever you want to call it. So we have, if a train's coming in, this would be coming from my base over there. And that mess, I can't remember which one, somewhere over there. But it'll come going clockwise, go, oh, hey, we're going to the reactor. Take the switch, down, and off it goes. Now, if it's coming back from the reactor, say it's got waste, it goes this way, and let's say, all right, the waste is further down the line, it would go straight. If not, if it's going counterclockwise, takes a switch, off it goes, up and around, and then it'll join up with the counterclockwise portion of the loop. And then it goes, oh wait, for some reason my ticket switched and I need to go to the underwater lab or something. It goes whoop, takes the turn down, around, and like it's heading to the reactor, jumps onto this line and down to the underwater base. Oh, I just noticed what we forgot. We forgot a very important section. We need 2 more block signals here because we need to block signal this section of track. Because what if a train has come from counterclockwise and clockwise and meet up here? Bam. Intersection, collision, trains get stuck, people don't get where they need, or automation stuff ceases to function because the trains are lost to a accident. So we got that there. What we need is another signal receiver, obsidian block, and holding track, and to count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I swear I just can't count today for whatever reason. Probably because I was counting all day at work. All right, so we're writing a chunk boundary here. As you can see, I have messed up and didn't take into account chunk boundaries properly, because otherwise all 3 of these blocks would have been that way in that chunk right here. So when you're doing these block signals and everything, you do have to be very mindful of when it interacts with a track that they are in the same chunk, especially switches. Switches break more often than most anything else. That they are in the same chunk that they are controlling. So here, instead of putting it over there, we're going to put it on this side because it's the same chunk here. And we're done with that, and boom, connected. So no more, I mean, possible for a collision, unlikely for a collision. I mean, we could put one up this line as well, which I might do, but usually no, because if we're having cargo trains, so I should probably do it here as well. So we'll jump into a sleeping bag just really quick. Hey, it worked that time. No creepers around. All right, we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So these do work on inclines. I try to avoid doing inclines with them. While I'm down here, let me. Oh, it already despawned. I forgot about it for too long. All right. So these do work on these inclines like this. I like to try and avoid them because too often have I had issues. All right, so there we go, boom. So that'll lock the train. even if it's coming down the hill. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it's in the chunk. Oh, see, I messed up. I just linked that one to that one up there. You see it disconnected. Proof that it'll only link to one signal receiver. All right. So, see, that's why you sort of always do that walk through the logic of if you were a train, to look for these collision spots of where can a train collide or get lost. And that's it. We are complete, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for just yawning in your ear right there. But let's get back up to the blimp and my little hidey hole. And yeah, that's that. Your first junction, and eek, me unable to walk again. So there's your junction over there. So laters everybody, and I hope this showed you how to do a little bit of railcraft and how to get things to function and run smoothly. Have a good night.